This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the monsters of the Midway, the Chicago Bears, and the Indianapolis Colts. With that, let's get on up to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. For the call, we bring in our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And, CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rogers, 93 yards, and the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
When I talk with people around the league about Mitchell Trubisky when he's coming out of North Carolina, those that had questions about him, they often centered in on the fact that he was only a one-year starter and wondered why he couldn't beat out the guy ahead of him beforehand. I just locked in on the athletic ability, the accuracy, and then once he got the football, how the team responded to him. I think his upside is big.
On first down, Trubisky got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series.
Let's go, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Gets it to Bellamy outright. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Throwing here, Trubisky. He hits White, complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And that is incomplete here.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Trey Burton, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Marlon Mack ready to return it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the very, very talented Andrew Luck.
He navigates. He manipulates. He cycles through progressions with laser-like focus. And he can make any tough throw that you need because he'll stand in the pocket and make it happen.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Out of the gun, Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Wrong.
To throw on second down is Luck. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Now a first down throw. Luck almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. 2nd and 10, Luck again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've hit the end of quarter one. 7-all is the score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. To the air again, Luck. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They snap it to Luck. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now Trubisky on first down. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Trubisky to throw again. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jabal Sheard. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Trubisky. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Trubisky will throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Deion Sims, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears are in for 6.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Luck on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, here's Locke. A dump down to Turban. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this.
We got 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction. So now what can they do on 3rd? From the gun, here's Locke. It's complete to Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. On 1st and 10, Locke. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Locke on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Again, Luck. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Luck throwing again. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Throwing again is Luck. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Ryan Grant from 8 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up first and 10. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now the return man, this is Benny Cunningham. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. His throw incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, and that fell harmlessly to the ground. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A shotgun snap for Luck. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Doyle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first down throw. Luck. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On 2nd and 10, Locke. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Locke. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again. Luck. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Cunningham now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you're talking about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Andrew Luck now, he gears up to lead this offense again. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Here's Locke. Dancing to his left. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rodgers. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Luck now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now Luck. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Luck. And he slides to avoid the hit. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. To the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here's Locke. A dump down to Turbin. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Luck. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing is Luck. And that is incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Luck now to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing here, Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. The 40. He's at the 30. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. A big catch and run. 68 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. On first down, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Throw that says complete to Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Back to throw. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Luck. And his throw here's incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Luck now to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked him a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They get the completion, but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it looks like the Bears are going to win the football game. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right? Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security. Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And another timeout taken by the Colts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they? I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing. You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Indy.